What's up, guys? This is not actually me. This is a video. I was looking at how much I had yesterday. I started off with, I thought I lost $10, but I only lost $2, which is kind of crazy after 20 trades. Alright, 7 a.m. is gonna pull up here in a bit. 4 minutes. We're just gonna wait, see what the market looks like. Yeah, we gotta. Let's go ahead and quick review on what we're supposed to do in the mornings. Alright. I think that is too long. There we go. Alright. So it's a trending day, it looks like. They trade against they chase spikes. They chase even short-term trends. Second entries with overall trend, not spikes, work for this reason. I should put not overall spike. That doesn't even. They will try to trade back into a range / congestion after a spike out of it, pushing the market further. How to trade. Second entries work well if there seems to be top breakers not moving their stops, excluding spikes, of course. They will continuously long / short with overall trend to catch the next big move. Chase even short-term trends. Excuse me. If they're already chasing spikes, which is most of the time, but this can change depending on the season, of course. Alright, traders will always stick with trend if day is strong trend. Consistent spikes in one direction for a period of time. That's not here. If people try to push the market back to the other side of a large range. This is not a range. So let's go ahead and take a quick look. 7 a.m. is coming in about 2 minutes, about a minute and some seconds. So our first trade's gonna be coming up soon. We got a lot of support here. Overall trend is down. What did it say about strong trends? They're gonna stick with that trend, the overall trend. I feel like there needs to be something added here, just to separate it from if day is strong trend. Because this spikes one direction, they're continuously long and short with overall trend to catch the next move. They're already chasing spikes versus most of the time. Let's look for a spike. Here's a spike. And swing high first entry, second entry. They try to reverse it right there, which is interesting. So I guess we'll just have to wait till 7 a.m. It's a strong trending day. Let's see how the market's behaving right now. It's difficult to tell. We had a swing high first entry, second entry here, and that happened at 625, which is this drop right now. This drop. Oh, what the? Yeah, it's this drop. Okay. Yeah, 625 on 628. So that's this drop. They try to chase it, and then push the market back. Yeah. Okay. So this just is a little bit unfortunate. Bars, I guess. Glad that happened at 7 a.m. Alright, we're ready to trade. Taking a look at this, if this pushes down here, that means people are chasing those short-term trends. No, it looks like they're gonna keep on shorting. Actually, here's a swing low first entry, second entry. Excuse me. That's our first entry. Damn it, missed it. I wanted to sell there, but I was thinking too much. I was in my head. I was thinking about something totally different. Damn. Oh wait, that's also a second entry short. That would have been 2 trades already. Why am I recording? Just placed an order down. Man, oh. Oh. I thought for sure they'd be chasing the. Let's figure that out together, boys. So we had a swing high, first entry, second entry, short, long term, overall term. Overall trend is down. Short term trend is up. But it looks like a lot of people are starting to buy here, making the overall trend up here. We have another entry here. Let's see. Let's keep going with what we think. But I think overall trend switched on us. So I think overall trend is now up because of the support that happened here and the fact that people are trying to push the market back to the other side. So the overall trend is actually up here, due to the fact that it keeps pushing up. Yeah, on that swing high first entry, second entry, we should have got that scalp, but it looks like we weren't able to due to the fact that there's a lot of support there. We kind of just broke out. Usually when you have a level of resistance and you break out, you break out of that, and people try to push back to the other side. So it's also like a big topping pattern. If you take a look at that, so if you see what that looks like right there. Wait a minute, this is my sim account. That's good. Alright, we're gonna stick with our strat. Overall trend might be up actually, so let's go for the buy here. That looks like that was a 50. So I was on my sim account for the last trade, which is very good. Probably not good, but it looks like the support looks like overall trend is that way, especially since you have that bottoming pattern. People are going to use that support and try to push the market into the other direction. There's a lot of support here, so we can imagine the overall trend now becoming this direction, and a ton of people trying to go against that and doing the short-term trend, which is why that swing high first entry, second entry is not working, because that should have trapped some people, and people should have took that, but people are still shorting. So yeah. Wow. Okay, Google, play this song on repeat. This is still our signal bar. I'd say that's a spike. Is it a spike? I would say it's a spike. Looks like a spike to me. Oof. It was not a spike. Spike is. Wait, is this the same move? Let's figure out if this was a spike first. Pretty much. Looks like we were just super unfortunate with that trade, because I think it's gonna push down here. They like to chase these, so I think buy the tick into the tick is kind of crazy. I think, you know what, people are gonna go for the short-term trend here. I think overall trend is now up, and that's something we absolutely have to think about now, instead of trying to push the market in a specific direction. All right, okay, that is not where I wanted to enter, but we'll leave it there. If we get stopped out, then it was meant to be. You know, it's just one of those things. Alright, so people were going to chase that spike. So that was a spike, but I'm not sure. It was just unfortunate and how that played out. That sucked. So the sell on this guy would have been okay, but it's very much a different setup there. So not spike. Overall trend, not spike. Okay, we got one more shot, boys. Oh god. How do we always... looks like our luck ran out, because yesterday we got super lucky with every trade. Unfortunately, we would have had this one and this one, but it came out and stopped us out. I think exactly because of our order, because if you notice what happens here, our order was placed there by the tick, stopped out by the tick. So I think our order is affecting this. Well, just in my opinion, I think. That's kind of crazy if you think about it. Alright, well, now it's a definite overall trend is up, especially if we start to push up here and we're consolidating. So this was a spike, so overall trend was not up necessarily. That was a spike, so you should have treated it as such. I guess it was just unfortunate in the way the bars were set up here. Yeah, if you sold on this guy, on this bar, that would have worked. So technically we were okay, but on the better trade would have been also this swing high, first entry, second entry, and selling right there would have been a great move. Okay, I think overall trend is up now. I think so. Think. Alright, well, this will be an interesting one. I think that bounce off that like EMA thing, I have never said EMA in a long time, probably in months, is a good indication that this overall trend is up. So people are going to chase that short-term trend, especially since it's on the downtrend. But of course, don't take in any of that, what I just said, if we get stopped out. I guess you can like fast forward and figure it out. Remember, if we get stopped out here, it's the last trade of the day. Because we will be at like 30 something, negative 30 something, and as our just as consistency thing is just to stop at 30, whatever it is. So if this video is ending soon, that means we got stopped out, right? Of course, you got the whole thing in front of you. Got my finger on the stop recording here. Actually, we'll figure out why we got stopped out, and then we'll stop recording. If we get stopped out, of course. I feel like we're terrible readers, but let's see if we got it this time. Because I do see a trend here. Let's go. So the missing those first two trades was okay because we got a loss here. That was on a sib trade, so okay. We'll say made up for that. Okay, swing low first entry, second entry. We have to buy here as well, and then low 50. They're gonna chase some short-term trends. Come on, pull back a little bit more, buddy. Poquito más. We are in these highs too. Alright, well, this one's going. We'll go ahead and explain the previous trade. So the previous one was a swing high first entry, second entry, and you wanted to go long there because, oh my gosh. Wow. Well, boys, it's been good. That's gonna be it for me. Do we keep going? Yeah, we'll keep going. We'll give it one more shot because you never know what could happen. I'm not sure what happened here, to be honest. I guess that's considered a spike. Yeah, I think that's considered a spike. No, it's only 4 bars. I'm trying to think.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
Having 1.5 speed. Whoops.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
I would play it off the desktop, but I don't want to play the audio because I'm watching streamer Aria, friend of OTV. She's playing the OTV Badlands. The reason I'm buying here is because poopy poopy. Alright, boys, it's been good. That's 38. That's us. We'll be sim trading though, so don't go away. Wow, we did terrible today. Absolutely terrible. Never done worse. Never done worse. So we had a swing low first entry, second entry. This short was just bad. It was definitely a spike. I mean, that's a spike for sure. I think it had a lot to do with the fact that people are still trying to short and are gonna strong trending day. So this is the strong trending day. People are gonna use the biggest moves and try to go and trade in that direction. So you have that spike. Wait, they should have bought that, right? Or they're always gonna stick with the overall trend. Is that what it is? They will continue with overall trend to catch big move if they're already chasing spikes, which is most of the time. I think I like this better, which is strong trending days. People will keep buying and selling in the opposite direction if the market has strong moves in both directions, no matter what the overall trend is. So let's see. They'll sell here. They'll keep going in the opposite direction. Swing low, first entry, second entry. Everybody bought here actually. That's why we got stopped out. So they should have been selling if that was the case. And in this case, we had a swing high, first entry, second entry, and it looks like we got stopped out by it. Bro, are you serious? Stop us out like that and then go up like that. My soul. Sometimes I don't think we affect the NASDAQ, but then I see trades like that. I see trades like this. And I feel like sometimes we affect the NASDAQ. Because like we got the right tech, we got stopped out by that tech. No, this should have shot straight down if we affected it. Or had any influence on it. Swing low, first entry, second entry. This is a definite spike. I don't even know what to take here anymore. We're not even gonna try. But let's see. Let's figure out what we did wrong. Traders always stick with trend. If day strong trend, it is. Consistent spikes in one direction for a period of time. Not right. If people try to push the market back to the other side of a large range. Is that? Oh, that's just with trend. A strong trend. Chase spikes. They chasing they'll try to trade back into stop. They will continuously long this and this go against each other. So swing low, first entry, second entry. So here is going long because everybody's gonna stick with the overall trend, right? They will continuously long short over trend to catch the next big move if they're already chasing spikes. Here in this case they're chasing that spike, but it looks like maybe they're just chasing the spikes in the down direction. No, because we got stopped. I don't know, man. This is tough. Swing low, first entry, second entry. Buying there is the best option for whatever reason before I push it down. We get stopped up by a couple ticks. So I guess it's just has a lot to do with just our bars as well, which is kind of unfortunate if you think about it. Let's see what would happen if we did the end of the sky. Let's match up with this. Swing low, first entry, second entry. Not even that. Swing low, first entry, second, and here we go. This is what I'm talking about. So yeah, we would have got stopped down one bar. That would have been our entry bar right there. Selling at the pretty much the exact spot. Stopped out there. Wow. Well, we tried. We give it the good old fashioned try. So we shorted that because I thought they chased spike, but they didn't. They went long. No, they went short. What the heck? So they went short. I think it's because we came out of a closing triangle, because people are predicting that the market's going to spike in either way. So you have to watch out for those closing triangles, because that's a pattern that people trade. People are predicting that move. So once you get that move working up there, if you start to move your stop there, a ton of people are going to exit or no, that doesn't make sense actually. I don't know. Alright, we'll skip this trade for now. Let's go to the last trade we took, which was this swing high, first entry, second entry. Alright, the market's moving down. Short-term trend is this move because we've been on that uptrend, unless you look at this as the overall trend. So the short term is actually going long. People chase those short-term trends, so going long there is probably not the best option, I guess. I have no idea, bro. But I guess so, because if you saw, we were right technically. It was just a matter of our bars being, our scalps not being the best looking scalps. That's alright, we were wrong. We were wrong. So selling here is the best option. It's not technically a spike because it's only really 2 bars. I thought it'd be a spike, but it's only 2 bars. So yeah, selling there is best, I guess. Yeah, we would have got it on the very next bar because we go for scalps. This is tough, bro. Swing high first entry, second entry. Market push back. Hold back a tiny bit. If we were selling, we would have to enter in a non-obvious. So this, we would enter by the tick. By the tick or just enough. It goes over this tick just by 1. So we probably would have got, oh wait a minute. No, it would come to the tick and push back. So if we didn't get filled on that non-obvious, then we would not have been able to take it. But we would sell because overall trend is down, short-term trend is up here in this case, and everybody chases that short-term trend, so selling is the best option. Then you got to swing low first entry, second entry. Overall trend is up, so actually short-term trend is down. Buying? Yeah, you buy. Psych. The hell? Overall trend is now down. Spike is down. Short-term trend. Now the market moves up. Is this a spike? That looks like a spike. Yeah, it's a spike. If you take a look at what it looks like here. But then that makes this a spike. But this is just one big move here. It's not separated by that little correction there. So I guess this is technically a spike. Swing well first, even though it's 1 bar. Because these basically move the exact same length too. This one's just a little unfortunate. We got stopped out there, but so selling here is actually the best option, I guess. I have no idea, bro. Maybe you can look at this neck and figure it out. This is tough, bro. Okay, super duper quick recap. Swing well first entry, second entry. I haven't been trading. I've just been thinking about these trades and trying to get them right, and I just can't. I went to the what is it called? The ES, the MES, and tried to see if I could take trades there. Nope, way too slow for me at least. But anyway, swing well first entry, second entry. But this is a spike. One thing is for sure is that people chase spikes. So selling here is actually the best option. We just unfortunately got stopped out. But if you took the same trade, swing high first entry, second entry on a non-obvious, that would work out perfectly. So it was just a massive coincidence that we got stopped out here. Unfortunate coincidence. But yeah, so I don't know why we bought there. I can't remember. But yeah, that would have been the best trade. And now, with swing high first entry, second entry, buying there is obviously the best thing because now you're on this uptrend, short-term trend is down. That works out well. This is another one of those cases where buying here is actually correct, but we just unfortunately got stopped out. I think that we were correct here though. I think next time we take this, we'll be right. But it was just unfortunate that on this one we got stopped out. It's just slightly unfortunate, but I think we're right still, correct about that. And then that was our last trade, right? Yeah. And then we bought here. I forgot about this guy. But you would want to sell here in a swing low first entry, second entry. So if you think about what the market always likes to do is to chase the market. And in this case, after breaking out of this, we know that the market's going to try and chase this out of here. So you could even consider this as being a spike. Let's see. What does it look like here? That's right here, right? 725-ish? 23-ish. Yeah, 24. So Yeah, that's this guy. So as you can imagine, we broke out of that and the market started moving up in this direction. Selling here is the best case because people like to trade back to the other side. Um, and we do have that written in our notes as well. So that's why I also think this one was okay with the sell. People like to trade that back to the other side. And yeah, I guess you can say it's considered a spike as well if you measure it from its very low. It is 4 bars, but yeah, so selling there is the best option. So if you think about it, we just broke out of this and people are suspecting a spike, so people are following that thing and trying to push the market back to the other side, especially after the strong downtrend, at least pushing it back to these highs. So selling there is actually the best option. That's something you have to consider, especially, I mean, yeah, that's a good nice sell. If you start thinking about, oh, the overall trend is down, but there's no trend here. This is a spike followed by another like small, very small spike. And so actually this is why we did buy here, because of that short-term trend. But now since you broke out of this level of resistance, people we can imagine people trying to push the market back to this side. So here in this case, the people are trying to push the market back into this direction because you see it's like a topping pattern. But now once you start to push up this way, selling is the best option because you have to firstly think about where people are trying to push the market, and in this case it's in that direction. So selling there is the best option. Let's go and follow up some other cases. So there you go again, the market starts to push in that direction, people are trying to push it back to the high, so selling there is actually the best option. And in this case, people are trying to push the market back in this direction. I have no idea how this one works, but I would buy here and your order would be filled right here. Do we get it? We get it. Nice. All right, and then looks like people are trying to push the market in that direction. I would sell. Nice. Let's go. All right, cool. Now it looks like at this point, market's moving up here, or actually it's a slight overall downtrend, which is interesting. But we'll say it's an uptrend just because we couldn't get back to these lows. And so, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Swing high first entry, second entry. It pushed up here, but it didn't push up that high. So let's figure out what we do. I'd go along, but might get stopped out. The reason I say go long is because the short-term trend is this way, but you also have to think about where people are trying to push the market, and in this case, they're pushing the market here. So maybe a sell and a non-obvious would be best. Nope, it is not. So yeah, the buy is the best option because you do have a double top here. People could be pushing the market back in this direction, but the most important thing after figuring that out, all right, so where are they pushing the market? They could be pushing here, they could be pushing here because it's very up and down. But now you take into consideration what's the short-term trend, because that could be something they're possibly doing. Oh well, the short-term trend is down. Oh wait, we have a double top here. That means people are going to be shorting here, trying to pick that double top and push the market down here. So buying is what I would do. And that's just the conversation you would have with yourself when trading this. Let's see. I don't see a swing low first entry, second entry. I didn't. And so people are trying to push the market in that direction. They chase those spikes. Selling is the best option. Way to go, champ. Let's see. Now we're in a definite uptrend here. Think about where people are trying to push the market. Looks like back to these lows, but it could be back to the highs as well because you're still on the uptrend, right? People might think, all right, I don't think it's going down this way because we did make a new high. So, hey, we might be heading all the way up there. So I think people are still going along. The short-term trend is down, so that's what they're going to be chasing as well. So maybe, honestly, that's a spike in this direction. Maybe are they trying to push us all buy? Everything's in our thing is saying buy here, but that doesn't work out. Let's figure this out. So you had a swing high first entry, second entry. So it looks like everybody was buying here, trying to push the market back to the other side. Yeah. So figure out what people are trying to do, and then in this case, they're trying to push the market to the upper highs here. So swing high first entry, second entry. Even though this is your short-term trend, people are first priority is trying to push the market in a specific direction. In this case, it was a double top. They were trying to push it back to the lows. Then you have this second entry here, and people are going to try to push the market to the highs over here, trying to pick the bottom of this entire move we have in the bottom left here on that chart. I don't think my face is blocking it, right? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, that bottom left. Okay. Okay. And so people are going to try to push that market up. So selling there is the best option. You could do it on one ticker, but just because it's your first opportunity to enter this uptrend from this low. Yeah. And that's it, actually. Huh, nice. All right, let's do next couple trades. Of course, we want to do sim. This quickly became a range day. In the trade, sim, of course. Let's go. So essentially, they're trying to push the market up there and just up. All right, nice to figure that out. I didn't realize it turned into a range day. So the quicker we realize that people were trying to push the market into a specific direction, we definitely have to write that in our notes somewhere. Trading range days inside range. They chase spikes. Priority 1, we should say. Actually, we could do this. Okay, well, chase. To put. Hope that makes sense. They will try to trade. They will trade to push the market to the other side. They'll trade to try. Alright, it's it's only 825. What a spike down. That's crazy. So yeah, that pretty much makes sense, right? That's just like that. Alright, how to trade. We should say. Alright, how to trade. First think. I should put realize. No, actually think. First think if traders are using patterns, because we don't know this is 100%, just on this day at least it is. First think of if traders are using patterns to trade market to specific side or other side, I should say. Then think about the actually specific side is actually correct. What? Why am I recording like that? Okay. Oh, what? Redo. Okay. So specific side. Then think about trading with overall short-term trend. Or I should say, or short-term trend, depending on that idea. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I like that. All right, let's take a trade here. Still got plenty of time. I think people are trying to push the market back to the other side, to be quite honest, which is why I kind of want to buy here. May not even get into this trade if I'm being quite honest. I think people are going to try and push it back to lows over here. They do like chasing those spikes though. Selling. That's what I want to do here. So I think they're trying to push the market up on out of here. Which could very much make this a stay. Are they trying to push it back over here? People chase those spikes. Think about it. Why is that a 2? It should be a 7. Go back. Okay, cool. That's good enough for me. I think people are trying to push the market up in the highs, or maybe they were trying to push it down to the lows. I think they were trying to push it back to the lows. All right, cool. 8:30 open too. So nice. We got our sim account back in the green, which is good. Cool. I'm still confident. I'm still very confident. We got 2 more tries, and that's more than enough, to be honest. in my honest, today Wednesday. Ooh, actually, that's just Thursday and Friday, right? So let's hope we get those green days. And yeah, Nate's birthday is Saturday, which is pretty neat. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this recording. To be quite honest, this is already a 50-minute video. That 7 to 10 a.m. was just difficult. Without realizing the fact that it was going to turn into a small range, but people are going to be trading to the other side. And with that in mind, a lot of the trades become a whole lot simpler. I mean, a whole lot simpler. You had a swing low. We sold here. We got stopped out. Let's see, what would we actually do? This was on the sim account, the accidental trade. Swing high first entry, second entry. We were going to try and trade. So buying here is actually the best option. People are trying to push. So at this point, since it's that closing triangle, I think we already decided why we bought here, right? Market's on the downtrend, short term. Trends, overall trend. So first we got to think about where people are trying to push the market, and I think it's honestly to the lows. If we take a look what it actually looks like at this point, looks very much like this. So you can imagine not necessarily everybody's trying to buy here. Everybody's trying to push the market down because that's where it looks that's where it looks like it's going. So buying there is actually the best option. And of course we talked about all the rest of the trades. So I'm actually a little okay with this loss here. Swing high first entry, second entry. Overall trend is down. Short-term trend is going long, and I think people are trying to. Unless you could say overall trend is up, so actually going long is actually the best option. So yeah, so I think we did discuss this, because if you have a lot of that support, that's that bottoming pattern. The overall trend becomes up, so short-term trend does become short, and people chase that short-term trend. And yeah, okay, so I think that'll be it for this video. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching, Nick, because I know you're the only guy watching. Can we trade the 830? Let's give it a shot, bro. Let's give it one shot. This is all I have for 830. They like to trade with the overall trend and will continuously go against it. No, this is not tradable, dude. This is just, I mean, it's madness. You could be right and still get stopped out here. Like you short here, but you just got stopped out anyway. But okay, maybe not. But buying there was the best option. But these bars are massive. So look how far it moves in just a matter of seconds. Our scalps are too puny for these bars. But yeah, okay. I think that'll be it for this recording. Peace out, everybody.